Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the evening, or in the afternoon. Today I wanted to take a little bit of time and go through my top 5 fifth pocket carry knives. And when I say a fifth pocket carry knife, that's going to be a knife that will fit into your jeans fifth pocket if you're wearing jeans. The little small pocket, you used to call it a watch pocket or a key pocket, but not your primary carry, just a secondary carry that easily tucks away in that fifth pocket. You don't even know it's there, but it's a knife. You can utilize it, you can deploy it when you need to. And I wanted to start out with the Civivi Baby Banter. The Civivi Baby Banter that I have is in my Carta and V10 or Nitro V. I think it's Nitro V. It comes in at right around right over a 3¼ inch blade. And right under a 4-inch handle. So that is a small pocket knife that'll easily go in the fifth pocket. But what makes the Civivi Mini Banter, Baby Banter, and some of these other knives unique is that the way that they're designed is they carry and hold like a much larger knife. With the choil that's built into the Civivi Baby Banter, I can get a full 4-finger grip on the knife with plenty of thumb control on the blade. This knife works very well in many types of different cuts, depending on what I'm trying to do, what my job at task is. But the Civivi Baby Banter, to me, is a great fifth carry knife, fifth pocket carry knife. It has thumb studs for deployment. It has, again, VG10 steel, micarta handle, kind of a tried and true knife. Tall, flat grind, very, very slicey, comes down to a very sharp edge. And that'll be one of our 5. We'll just call this number 5 in no particular order of my top 5 fifth pocket carry knives. Moving on from there is probably one of the thinnest, smallest knives in my collection. And this here is the SOG Ultra XR. It is a fifth pocket carry knife, or can also be used as a money clip or a credit card carrying mini wallet knife. But what makes this knife unique is it's got an Axis style lock, a bar lock. It utilizes S35VN blade steel that is super thin. I mean, the blade stock on this, guys, is nuts. The lockup is solid. There is no blade play. The axis lock or the reverse bar lock, whatever you want to call it, really sucks that blade in, so you don't have a lot of delay trying to get that blade back. And again, from the overall size of this knife, it's super impressive. If we take our Ben Banter's ruler here that I have a hard time reading the numbers on, what's that say? All right. So this is about a 3-inch, right under a 3-inch blade. Also going to be about a 3.5-inch handle. So it's a little smaller than the Baby Banter, but it fits my hand good. I can barely feel it, even though that clip's pretty pronounced on such a thin bodied knife. The knife itself, the body is carbon fiber, so it weighs almost nothing. Listen to this. That's compared to the Baby Banter. So again, the Seal or SOG XR Ultra is a fantastic, super thin fifth pocket carry knife that can also just be a pocket dropper that you use as a money clip that also has a very able deployable blade on it. But if we're looking at my 5 top 10 or my 5 top fifth pocket carry knives, wow, that was a tongue twister. We'd have to throw this one in there, and we'll just call this number 2 out of the 5. Moving on is a little bit newer knife in my collection, and one that I think fits the 5th pocket carry vernacular just perfectly, and that is my Spyderco Lil Native, and it is the S45 version, which is what Spyderco's S30 is being replaced with. This knife actually came from Knife Joy with the pink G10 scales. I love those scales. They're for life after breast cancer survival. I really like the messaging, like the knife, why I picked it up. Also had seen these Rips Garage Tech micarta scales that were for the Sage 5 and had never modded the Sage 5, or excuse me, Lil Native before. See guys, I don't do edits and I don't always know what I'm saying. But I've never modded a Lil Native before and just saw that as an opportunity to get some of those scales, do a scale swap. Now as I fail it under the camera. But that is the Lil Native. What you'll notice about this knife is it's a little bit thicker than some of the other knives we've looked at in our 5th pocket series carry section here. But it does have a wire pocket clip which puts it in and out of the 5th pocket very easily. The grip on this knife is set up to be choked up on, the choil's set up to be utilized, and it fills my hand perfectly no matter what type of grip I'm trying to get on this knife. It is just perfect. Utilizes a compression lock, utilizes the S45 steel, which again is a good blade steel, especially for a 5th pocket steel, and just again fits the dimensions, fits the needs, and it fits the fact that it's up to just about any task that I can throw at it. So we're looking at our top 5 5th pocket carries. We'd have to put the Spyderco Lil Native in there, and we'll call it number 4, which will bring us to our final of our top 5 and my number 1 5th pocket carry knife, and that is the TRM Nerd, and more specifically the TRM Holy Nerd, which I fail it under camera. Damn it, that sucks. The TRM Holy Nerd is an upgrade from the original Nerd, which I also have and love as a 5th pocket carry knife, and would probably be my favorite 5th pocket carry knife if I didn't have the Holy Nerd, just because it's easier to deploy. But these knives are sized out identically. They both have super slicey, tall, flat ground blades, both made in the USA like the Spyderco is. This is 20 CV blade steel. Micarta handles. The handles can be changed out with everything from titanium to G10. It's a liner lock, and again, it's now got the deployment hole, which makes it a one-handed knife for me, more so than it was as a handy thumb roller before. I just find it a little bit more able to get control of than I did on the older Nerd that I could just slow roll out or thumb flick it with a little bit of wrist. But again, a great 5th pocket carry knife, the TRM Nerd. And the TRM Nerd with the Holy Nerd takes it to a whole nother level. Great titanium pocket clip. Very, very thin blade stock. Very thin, light knife that takes up very little weight. Fits in the 5th pocket just perfectly. And will cut anything that you want to throw at it. The Nerd cuts as well as any TRM knife I have. And one thing about all the TRM knives is they are slicing machines. So when we're looking at our 5th pocket carry, slicey dicey little knives, we've got the TRM Nerd. We've got the Spyderco Lil Native, also made in America. We have got the SOG XR Ultra, Civivi Baby Banter, and if I'm counting right, that is only 4, because we've got 2 Nerds there. So what is my 5th? Number 5 or number 1, because these are in no particular order, 5th pocket carry knife. Guys, it's not a folder. It's not the Chickadee. It is this little guy right here. This is the MKM Mikro 2. I've got a Micro 1 inbound, and I have both the MKM Macro 1 and Macro 2. But these knives have just really endeared my heart. This guy has several different carry configurations. I've got a couple of different Kydex sheaths with loops, with ulti clips, a little sheath kit that both of these guys came with. But the sheath that it comes from MKM in the box with is this little leather sheath that has a magnetic closure. You can simply tuck it in, rotate your magnetic sheath for a clasp to give you retention, and then this knife will drop right into your 5th pocket. You can either take this knife, you can fold it back, clip it in your 5th pocket, pop this over the outside of your 5th pocket so you can draw it from your 5th pocket. Again, I like to keep the retention clip on it and just stick it in my 5th pocket. If I need to take it out, I pull the whole knife out and I unsheath it right there. And I've got a very small sheep's foot, under 2-inch blade fixie that makes an absolutely fantastic 5th pocket carry knife. Actually one of the smallest knives you'll see up here, but when you look at them all by usable blade shape, they're all going to run into that. They will work, they will get the job done, and they will not weigh you down. They will not be like carrying another knife. You'll barely know they're there. Probably the one that's going to be most noticeable will be the Spyderco, only because it's a little thicker and might have a little bit of weight on the others, but not a ton. Guys, I want to thank every one of you for always stopping by and supporting me, supporting the channel, watching a video, commenting, leaving a thumbs up or a thumbs down, subscribing if you're so inclined. I really appreciate when you look out for the guy or gal to your left, and when you look out for the guy or gal to your right, when you guys look out for each other, laugh together in lives, bring each other up, poke fun at each other, just have an all-around good time. And when you don't agree with each other, when something doesn't strike you right, it's always good to question people and go forward with debate and not hate. I love you all. Peace.